And so I think from a feedback perspective, create a safe space and then get everybody working towards a common goal. And whether that's Coke bottles, good quality Coke bottles, or whether it's building a business or marching in step, whatever it could be, if it's a we thing, all of a sudden now it's, hey man, I noticed you were struggling on Thursday. After work, let me show you how I do this. And it might help you get it done quicker and with less mistakes or whatever, because it's a we thing. So those are the two things that I think are very important.
I create a space. And I always tell my people, the debrief needs to be on the calendar, right? Or the meeting for the feedback for the event needs to be on the calendar. And we've all got to come at it from the space of, we're not tired, right? We come together and there's a space where you got to say what you're going to say, whether you feel like it's going to hurt someone else or not. And people need to have that thick skin to recognize it's not personal, man. It's not personal.
Big point. It's not personal.
And that's where leaders really got to manage the conversation, right? Because in today's society, there's just not always the time to avoid all the things.
Right.
Right. And no, I'm not saying throw the grenade off in the room just because you like to be incendiary, because you got those people too.
Those people
right?
exist.
You got the and look, as a leader, you got to learn how to handle them.
You got to manage them too,
right? You got to manage them because they're going to always be. I'm gonna tell you, like sitting in the room full of teachers, it reminds me about being in the military because they got that.
You always got that guy,
Woo, right?
So here's a cool thing about that guy that I learned, and it almost makes me chuckle when I do it because I'm like, I'm just playing chess with this guy right now, and he doesn't even realize it. It's what I think. But I do it with good intention. I'm always trying to help people. But when I hear that guy in a meeting or in a group or whatever, I like to come up to him afterwards and actually compliment him on it. And it wins him over to my side. And then once he's on my side, then I can say what needs to be said. And so I'll just say, man, I love how you're not afraid to say what needs to be said. And then I might say, man, imagine if we could turn that into something powerful for the group. What if we, and then blah, 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 blah. Yep. So I win them over quickly because ultimately people just want to be heard. And the people I think that gripe, they might, for whatever reason, they might not be good at articulation. They might feel like they're being looked over, and maybe they are, and maybe it's their own perspective. But I think that the people that gripe, they do just want to be heard. And so when you you're like, man, I'm glad you're not afraid. They feel heard, and now they're okay.
Yeah, but then you might have either number one, you might have the idea what I need to hear, right? Or number two, you might have this resentment. Or number three, you just want someone to ask you.